Hey everybody, what's up? Pycel68 here, and welcome to our Let's Play of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. This is a game that I remember playing a lot as a kid and really enjoying, but it unfortunately just fell to the wayside after a while. I felt like I never had anyone to talk to about this game, and for a while thought I had just imagined it. Come to find later that the original devs made a Kickstarter to bring this game to modern consoles, and here we are. Let's go ahead and get started with one of my favorite games of my childhood. So, starting right off the bat here at the save file screen, this is new in these versions. I believe it was in the initial PC ports of the game and they brought it to these console versions, but got a nice little sound effect there. If you wanted to, you could play the game in hardcore mode. You only have one life, and if you die, you're done. You have to reset the game. We're not doing that. That's a little plushy toy sound effect. They definitely mock you for doing it. It reminds me of the old Monfer 2 lobbies. Anyways, let's get started.
Okay, Kai, I'm it. Catch me if you can. Don't move, mate. I'll get help.
Don't be afraid, Ty. I am Nandu Gilly, the Bunyip Elder.
G'day, mate.
It's time you knew the truth. Years ago, a great battle was fought over the fate of 5 mystic talismans.
We're here first, you stinking furry mammal opportunists. Remember the comet! No! You mammals don't deserve to be at the top of the food chain! Now! Once and for all. Oh, my head! Never, never, never! Bye-bye.
Those brave few who challenged Boss Cass were trapped in the dreaming.
Mom? Dad?
Word grows that Boss Cass is seeking out the talismans again. He must be stopped at all costs. It's up to you to find the talismans before he does.
It's up to me to save my family.
Oi, Ty! Are you okay?
Maury? Oh, am I glad to see you. Oh, you're never gonna believe what just happened. I was playing in the forest when the ground suddenly... And that's when you showed up.
Sounds like you've got a fair dinkum adventure ahead of you, mate. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. I'd much rather be at home watching the footy. But I tell you what, you do the adventuring and I'll help you out where I can.
All right.
Welcome to Rainbow Cliffs, mate. By the way, whenever you see one of these signs, I won't be far away. I've heard that if you press the action button, you can talk to me, whatever that means. Okay, now let's get down to brass tacks. If you're gonna be out adventuring, then you'll need another boomerang. And I know just the place to find one. Head down to Bly Station. I'll meet you there.
Bly Station. Okay, I didn't know whether Moria was going to talk there. Alright, so we are in game. There's not much we can do right now, unfortunately, control-wise, but you can hit B to bite, X throw your boomerang. Like an actual boomerang, it'll come right back. A lets you jump, and... Okay, that doesn't do anything right now. Oh. Yeah, you can use left trigger to enter first person mode and even throw your rings with rang with RT as well when you're in that mode instead of just hitting X. Let's get moving. So, something I noticed in that initial cutscene actually, sorry for just stopping right here, the scene where Boss Cass goes never 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 and hits the button to activate his robot, there's supposed to be a voice clip there where one of the tigers says, "Give it up, Boss Cass," but it didn't play for some reason. I thought that was funny. Anyways.
G'day, Julius. Now, if I just reroute these wires to... I said g'day, mate. Are you deaf?
Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was just making some last-minute adjustments. Well, you must be Ty.
G'day. So, you old coot, what's this contraption do?
This contraption is the key to finding the talismans. Why is this so? It's quite simple, really. It uses an oscillatory microfeeder to scan for trace energy signals that match the unique power matrix of the talismans.
Huh?
Like a big nose that sniffs them out.
Oh.
Ah. And thunder eggs are the key to powering the machine.
Thunder eggs? Oh, they're as rare as hen's teeth, mate.
Couldn't you just use batteries?
If only it was that easy. You see, this machine doesn't just find where the talismans are, it actually teleports them here.
Struck me lucky.
And that, my friends, requires a great deal of energy.
So, how is Ty here gonna
Could
find
we at
all
least
these
just find it
thunder
with the
eggs?
batteries?
Yeah, I was just wondering that myself.
A reasonable question. I've created these portals to lead Ty to areas rich with them. Of course, they won't just be lying all over the place.
Just our luck.
A lot of them will have already been found. The trick will be convincing the locals to part with their prized possessions. But I'm afraid I can't help you with that. If you're as resourceful as they say, Ty, I'm sure you'll think of something.
Righto, Ty. There's no point in mucking about. You've got to find a second boomerang. I'll see you in 2-Up.
Alright, let's head on over to 2-Up then. Like with Jak and Daxter, I'm not going to be quiet during cutscenes like that, but during actual, like, animated cutscenes.
This billabong has got the lot. Gum trees, wallabies, and even a koala.
How did Julius get here so
Plenty to
fast?
do here, so let's get a move on. Listen, mate, I solved your problem. I found you a second boomerang.
That's great. Where is it?
See that tree over there?
Yeah?
Well, it's not there.
Right. Well, where is it?
It's on top of Frillneck Peak.
Oh, great.
Oh, don't worry. You'll just have to jump, run, rang, and bite your way there while avoiding Boss Cass's henchmen. Look, mate, life wasn't meant to be easy.
Alright. That was not easy. Let's get going. So right here, the first thing we see are opals. These are pretty much the precursor orbs of this game. For those familiar with Jak and Daxter, if you collect 300 of them in each level, you'll get one of these thunder eggs, which is right here.
Beauty! Butler! Bonza! I got one!
Yeah. 1 down, 71 to go. Come on, let's get a move on.
Maury's right there. There's 72 total thunder eggs in the game.
I reckon those dummies are a complete waste of space. Only last week I used one, walked 2 blocks, was clobbered by a frill, and then woke up back on the dunny, which was the best place to be given the surprise I got. Julius reckons it's got something to do with the space-time conundrum. But if you ask me, I think it's a load of bull dust.
So, you're saying that if I have an accident, I'll end up back at one of these?
Something like that.
Ty's pretty smart. Alright, so yeah, like Maury said, these dunnies, or outhouses for those of us here in the States, they're basically our checkpoints for the game. Whenever we, die, I couldn't think of the word there for some reason, we'll spawn right back at one of them.
Ty, you've got a fair set of choppers on you.
I'm sorry if I keep having to stop here, but there's so many tutorials.
Get it? Choppers.
Given that this is the tutorial level, of course.
Move on. Have a go at those crates.
Right, and like you said, we can press the B button to smash open these crates.
Now, I was speaking to a bloke down the local watering hole, and he reckons you can use your rangs to take care of enemies. And
Yeah, we've already been over this.
Shoe Ripper!
He said something now, wait a minute, he said something about pressing the throw button to use them.
Can I walk like 5 feet without needing to be stopped? Yep, so these are our first enemies, frill lizards. They go down in 1 hit, thankfully.
Oh no, not more cages.
Struth! What happened here?
Boss Cass did this. He's caged all your bilby mates and hidden them across the land.
Oh, yeah? Well, big mistake. No one messes with my mates.
Now there's a thunder egg in each area if you free them.
No worries. Unless you're Boss Cass.
Alright, let's open this cage and get one of these bilbies free. Oh, for once he's not stopping us. Okay, let's break open this crate first to get all the opals.
You young'uns, have it easy these days.
Oh, Maury's a boomer.
Better look at your surroundings. Just wiggle your camera stick. And you can adjust the camera distance by pressing the camera distance button. In my day, we had to get off our backsides if we wanted to see the world.
Yeah, you had to go up to school uphill both ways and eat even snow, Maury. We get it. Alright, so right here, have yet another collectible. This is a golden cog. There's 10 in each level, and we'll go over what they do later. But just so you know, they are super worth your time. There's actually another one right here. Can we get up to it? We can. I like that Ty wags his tail whenever you get certain collectibles.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard about this bloke who found 300 opals, then took them to Julius's opal machine. Anyway, something weird happened, and he ended up with a
Yep, we talked about this at the start of the level, referring to the opals. And collect all of them. Is there... Okay, there's nothing up here. Got some more enemies here. I unfortunately don't know the names of like most of the enemies in this game. I believe these guys are going to take 2 hits when we get to them though. So already they're introducing us to harder enemies in the first level versus Jack, where we had, you know, just the basic 1-hit lurkers up until Misty Island, and even then we still dealt with 1-hits for most of the game. Already upping the challenge on us. Anyways.
When I was a lad, there was this kid, Toothy Malone, I think his name was, who could bite his way through a dozen pies in less than a minute. These aren't pies, mate, but I reckon you could chomp the lot by pressing the bite button quickly. Try biting them quickly to reach that thunder egg.
Alright. And with these little spy cams right here, we can chain our bites together to get to higher to reach areas. There's quite a few of them throughout the game, so always be on the lookout for them if you see a hard to reach place. Be sure to hit all the boxes we see here. I want to talk about other stuff than just the gameplay, but I fear if I do, I'm just going to start walking forward and get stopped by Mori at some point. Get all of this stuff. Thankfully, the opals don't despawn. They're fixed collectible like the precursor orbs were. But, let's see here. So, starting off for this game, I guess, as you've no doubt probably seen, it is aggressively Australian, which is something that the devs themselves have stated about it. Chrome Studios, the people who developed this game, they were based in Australia and were one of the first big developers for the game. Even actual Australian people have stated that the dialogue in the game is very reminiscent of how they would talk in real life, which I'm sure any Australians in my audience will be able to confirm or not.
Yes, yes. This just might do.
G'day, Julius.
Oh, hello, Ty. You know, this golden cog just might be perfect for my latest invention. The Cogulacious Boomerangulus Extrapolator.
Right, what's that?
Why, it's a machine that creates experimental techno-rangs. I need golden cogs to build a new one, 15 to be exact. And if you find enough, bring them to my lab in Rainbow Cliffs and I'll build you a new boomerang.
You're on, mate.
Alright, so if we collect enough golden cogs, we can bring them to Julius's lab, and we'll get something from it. Sorry, I'm texting friends as well in these cutscenes, so... Get us some more opals. Oh, I'll bring it up, go over it soon. There's something that I want to talk about that isn't exactly mentioned in the game anywhere, not to my knowledge at least. Go up here, get this golden cog. And as much as we may want to get up on this ledge over here, we can't do it right now. We'll have to remember that for later. Run through here. There's a little Bilby hiding. I say hiding over here as if he's doing this willingly. No. There's also something fancy right here, but Ty can't swim, so we can't get that extra life that's down there.
Julius told me to tell you this, but I have no idea what it means. Apparently, according to Julius, you can lock your camera on to enemies at any time by pressing and holding the lock-on button.
So right trigger will allow us to lock onto enemies, like this crab right here, which, speaking of, while we're fighting him, you probably noticed the number on the screen that appears when I would pick up an opal. Let me see it. So it says 203 and then there's a 2 in the opal thing. What that means is Ty can charge his bite up to do a lot more damage than it would usually. I forget how, I think that crab you need to flip it upside down first and then bite it to defeat it. But using that super bite, we can get it. We can do it in one hit. You only get 3 of those charges per level though, because it's based on the opals you get, and there's only 300 opals in a level. And it doesn't transfer between levels, sadly. Let's see, can we... Yep, we can just barely jump across the water to that. Break these picnic baskets. It has a piece of pie in it, which, if we had taken any damage, would restore our health a bit. Collect all of these, and let's quit beating around the bush.
Well, I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes. You actually found the second boomerang. Well, there's no time to sit around and feel all pleased with yourself. You're gonna have to put that new rang to use. You see, I had a thunder egg I was gonna give you, but a bunch of frills stole it. You'll have to take them all on to get it back.
Alright, have our objective to go defeat all of those frills. Let us get this golden cog first, though. And I'll wait until after this is done. Now that we have a second rang, we can actually glide if we hold the A button. Let's get rid of this crocodile before we head over to that waterfall over there. There we go. Oh, I forgot this water's deep enough for us to have to swim. Get his extra life that's over here. Then let's go deal with these frills, shall we? 7 of them in total. I was about to say, where's the 7th? Get a nice little thunder egg for our troubles. Grab this opal here. It feels so good having the boomerangs because while one is out, you can throw the other one, and by the time you throw it, the first one will be back in your hand.
Well, it looks like today wasn't a complete waste of time. You seem to have learned a thing or two.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
You know, there's one other thing I could show you, but I don't know if you're ready for it yet.
Oh, this is where they introduce gliding?
Well, a mate of mine who knows a mate who knows a mate who knows another mate says you can use 2 boomerangs to glide long distances.
How?
It's simple, really. You jump, then press and hold jump again to start gliding.
Right. Is that safe?
Safe as houses, mate. See if you can glide across this gap to reach that thunder egg.
I hear a bilby. I don't know where it is.
You ripper! Look at that. Me mate's mate was telling the truth after all.
I can't tell if some of this is ad-libbed or not.
Call for an ambulance. Well, lad, you made it through with flying colours. And as a little extra bonus, a stopwatch will appear near the start.
Okay. What's that for?
The racetrack. You can race the clock to win another thunder egg.
Got time trials for most of our levels.
Well, that's enough gas bagging for me.
Actually, I think every level has a time trial. I don't know why I said most. Maury said to head back to Blah Blah Station, but we're not exactly done here. We still don't have 300 opals for the machine, so... Hold on, what do you have to say?
Funny looking mushrooms? A bloke down at the local watering hole reckons that if you stand in the middle of them, something weird will happen.
Yep, so if you stand in the middle of these mushrooms... Come on, game. It'll teleport you back to the start. Before we do the time trial, though, one thing I want to mention, it's very hard to see because of how high Ty goes up and the camera doesn't want to help. You can actually double jump if you press the jump button at the right time after your first jump to initiate your glide. Ty doesn't get much height from it, but it does make a world of difference at times.
Welcome to the track.
And it's something I didn't
Race
realize
to the
until
finish
recently.
As fast as you can, mate. The checkpoints will lead the way. But miss one and the race is over. Good luck.
So yeah, our time trial is just a simple checkpoint race. Starts you at a fixed point, and you just gotta go through all the checkpoints in time. Not the hardest thing in the world, but it's just another Thunder Egg they can give you. Definitely rewards you being familiar with the level and knowing when to get shortcuts. This one is super easy, but there are harder ones later. $30.70.
That was a ripper of a race, Ty. You're faster than a long-legged emu with a case of the bellyaches. Case of the bellyaches. I reckon you've earned this. Phew, you beauty!
Alright. Now that we have our second ring, let's cut back to that ledge that we weren't able to get back to earlier, or get up to earlier, shall we? Oh, missed an opal right there. Glad we found it. Alright, here we are. Now we jump back up here. We can glide over to it this time. We still just barely make it, but we're able to get close enough to latch on. Let's collect all of this stuff. Right over here we have another golden cog to get. Gives us 9 for this level. Let's see what's over here. And there's some buttons we can hit. Oh, we got a bit of invincibility from that. I wasn't able to actually see the power up when we got it, but trust me, it's invincibility. Let's go ahead and hit all these buttons. We'll make these platforms over here move for us. And that way, we can get up to this Thunder Egg.
That wasn't a half bad effort, Ty. I reckon with a little more practice, you'll get there. Cool!
I mean, but we did get up here, though, so... Got another Bilby in here. And that was our 5th one. I think... I haven't gone over it yet, but if you press select, you have a little screen right here, and it'll show you all the stuff for this level. You have the time trial, your current health, how many opals you have, how many golden cogs you have, and it'll give you descriptions for each of the Thunder Eggs as well. And you can see the Bilbies at the bottom. They're always a family of 5. Got a dad, a mom, brother, a sister, and a granny. There's other stuff on that screen as well, but we'll go over it later. And also, there is a map for every level. The question marks tell you what... The question marks are supposed to be an objective that you haven't completed yet for a Thunder Egg. Got a whole pack of frills over here. Does Mori have anything to say?
Who would have thought? All you have to do is press and hold Ty's view to throw your boomerangs with better aim.
Oh, you're supposed to... Okay, come at him from over there. This right here, it always confused me as a kid because there's no explanation for it anywhere. This is the invincibility Bunyip. It's a Bunyip spirit that allows Ty to become invincible and do a ton of damage as well, as you probably saw. Can jump, does this little smash attack, and it roars as well. I actually found out recently, though, that... Okay, thankfully it went away. I was getting tired of that song. It's part of a cut set of power-ups that were initially planned for the game. There's supposed to be elemental We're missing one opal somewhere. That's always annoying. There were supposed to be elemental bunyips to the game in the game that would give you different elemental abilities. Unfortunately, they all got cut, resulting in just the invincibility one taking their place. It only appears in a few levels throughout the game. The elemental ones would have been fire, ice, and electricity based, I believe. Anyways, I'm gonna cut over to wherever this last opal is. See you guys there. Ah, there it is. It's a sneaky little one. Okay, now that we have all 300 opals, let's head back on over to the opal machine. This is right over by it, so I'm not gonna bother cutting ahead. But yeah, let's get over there so we can be done with this level. Head up these little slopes right here and glide on over. Now that we're here at the opal machine, see that they all float around it and get deposited into the machine, and we get a nice little thunder egg for our troubles. I don't think it plays that sound effect 300 times. It'd be annoying if it... Okay, yeah, it doesn't. It'd be real annoying if it did. Then we press Y to go here.
I found it! I found it!
Let me see that. At last, a mystic talisman. It's time to move out. We got 4 more talismans to find. You there, fetch my bags. Soon unimaginable power will be mine. Mine.
Alright, and with that, we've completed our first level of the game, gotten our second boomerang, and gotten 8 of the thunder eggs needed to power up the machine. Next time, we're gonna see what's all in store for here in our hub world. See you guys then.
In mucking about. Why don't you have another go, you mug?